Thank you very much. Welcome to today's episode of the Namibian Oil and Gas podcast. Namibia Oil and Gas is the only platform for all your oil and gas news and information. And it's a special episode today because I'm sitting here with three interesting people. Maria Mbudhi from Antila, the convener of the Namibian Local Content Conference. Mr. Stanislas Drochon from CLC Solutions, also a sponsor. And then Mr. Francisco Simão from Azule Energy. Thank you very much for joining us.
Thank you for the invite.
It's a pleasure.
Thank you, Cobus.
Because we don't have a lot of time, because obviously the program is quite tight, I've spoken to each of you in regards to your fields and some really interesting information, and hopefully we can continue this conversation. But just Francisco, what is Azule Energy's perspective on working with local suppliers, and what do you think makes collaboration successful?
So I think I spoke at the first day. Working with local suppliers makes sense. It's about creation of value together. It's about dividing that value together. We know that local suppliers in Namibia, for example, might not have as much oil and gas experiences in other geographies, but they have a lot of Namibia knowledge. And it's about bringing the two knowledges together and creating value through that shared experience. Together in unity, as the national anthem goes.
And are we going to sing it now?
We can.
Stanislas, from your perspective, what parallels or lessons can Namibia take from other areas, for instance, Angola, from Mozambique, when it comes to local content?
Well, I think there are two aspects. So one is it's better to get ready earlier rather than later. And that's why, we really applaud and support the NLCC initiative. We might not have the policy fully in place, but it's very, very important to start having this dialogue between all the different stakeholders, being the operators, being down to the MSMEs, SOEs, academics, and government, right? So it's very important that we start having the discussion as soon as possible. So that's very, very, very important.
Maria, how ready do you think is Namibia truly when it comes to benefiting from oil, gas, and energy?
Thank you very much, Cobus. I think, like I've said in numerous interviews before this, our government has really made great strides in making Namibia a marketable destination for global play. Our government is also, and I think our forefathers had envisioned a Namibia that is an inclusive, unified front to dealing with socio-economic empowerment and alleviation efforts within the country. So we have systems in place that work comparative to other jurisdictions who maybe took them a while longer to get there. I think we've done a great job. Our government is doing a great job, and the current leadership is encouraging the grassroots and the younger people to lock into the vision. And I feel like Namibia is at a better advantage because of this, but also I think it's allowing for something very spectacular to happen in Namibia, where we are really becoming a unified front. I think all Namibian citizens and even those who want to invest in Namibia are invested in ensuring that we work together in an ethical manner, in a timeless manner, and in a manner that is going to benefit all people who invest in Namibia. I think it's a great time to be alive. It's a great time to be Namibian, and it's a great time to invest in Namibia. And the likes of Azule and our knowledge partners, CLC, they saw the vision, and I'm so glad that they locked in, and I'm so grateful. To everyone else who might not be able to do that this year, we encourage you next year, join us next year. We'll try to be a bit more early in our engagements, and please do bear with us. But we want partnerships like Namibia Oil and Gas, Azule, and CLC to continue. And I want all our partners to walk alongside us in unlocking the local content journey of Namibia. So I'm really appreciative to all three of you, but to everybody else as well who believes and locks in. Yeah, thank you.
Yeah, in Namibia, there's an analogy that we're all playing in the same sandpit. I've got a bucket, you've got a spade, you've got a little truck, and together we can build a really cool sandcastle. And then if we continue to do that, we can actually become like quite a beacon of, hope. So Stan, if this collaboration opportunities, do you see in Namibia a future, therefore, in government, corporate, citizens all working together? And how's your experience so far been?
Well, I think there is no choice, right? So either we all lose or we all win. It's quite as simple as that. You might end up in a situation where very few will win and most of them will lose. We've seen that in other countries, and I won't give any names, but we've seen that in other jurisdictions. And I think as far as Namibia is concerned, my experience so far is that although there's still immense work to be done, I think that people have been very pragmatic. There is a lot of excitement. We still need to manage expectation of all the different stakeholders, from government down to citizens. It's going to take a lot of time, not only for oil to flow and benefits to be felt, but also for people to be upskilled, right, and take leadership position into the sector. But one of the messages I'd like to convene is also that people should not be shy in educating themselves on the sector and participating on NLCC. Typically, it's the local content conference. People in the medical field are more than welcome. There will be opportunities for people in the medical field. Will be opportunities for farmers to supply, food, vegetables to the sector. So you don't have to be a petroleum engineer to be part of that story. Anyone has a role to play, from construction. So I really encourage every business person, every people that is curious to come. You don't have to be a big guy like Tate Francesco here to be a participant to the conference. Everyone, students have a role to play. So my expectation for next year, hopefully, is to have a much broader crowd of people and companies and coming, because it's for everyone. It's accessible to everyone, and we will need everyone. Again, as you were mentioning in your introduction, we will need everyone, because either we all lose or we all gain. And
Francesco,
I hope we'll win.
Since coming to the conference, you've walked in every day full of energy. Excited for every day, greeting everybody, really being present. Is that something that you've built up over years, or is it that you are just generally very excited about the prospect of working within the Namibian context?
So, I love this industry. It's one of the few industries that I think Stan is right, brings in everyone. And it not only brings in everyone, but it brings the best out of everyone. And this forum is one of these opportunities that, one, is accessible. So congrats, Maria, for doing that. But two, you also get the opportunity to truly see the best of Namibia. People who are open, curious, and welcoming. And so that energizes me as someone I'm a people's person, so that goes together. But our industry requires that. It requires curious people, open people, and welcoming people. Because it's an industry that requires you to share what you know, share what you don't know, be open about your weaknesses, show your strengths. And that is what is very energizing. Coming into a platform such as this and seeing that interaction makes you want to continue to support and encourage more and more participation across all ages, as both Maria and Stan was saying, including students. And I was glad to hear students standing up here and asking questions. That was fantastic.
Oh, very much welcome to Namibia. Have a nice day. Maria, thank you very much for bringing everybody together, because at the end of the day, this is pretty much, we're all sitting here thanks to your hard work. And thank you also for all three of you to join me on the podcast. We could sit here for hours and hours, but I see King in the background, because he's the master of ceremonies. He's giving me the death stare. So to all our listeners, thank you very much, and hopefully we can continue this in the next series of podcasts that will come out.
Thank you very much. Cobus.
No, thank you, and thank you, and congratulations on Namibia Oil and Gas Podcast.
Yes,
Youth,
you're doing phenomenal.
well-led, professional. Whenever I interact with one of you guys, I always remember you.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Fantastic. Thank you.